Can I please draw?
Okay.
Can I draw?
Yeah.
I can?
Yeah.
Why? Because you said so?
Yeah, draw.
I can?
Yeah.
Thank you. Give me a kiss. Can I go draw, please?
No.
Can I just draw a little bit?
No.
Can I at least maybe use the bathroom?
No.
Can I can I at least maybe go eat something I haven't eaten all day?
No.
Well can I please draw?
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
No.
Can I at least eat a crumb of food off the ground?
No.
Can I eat some dog food?
No.
Please?
No.
What can I do?
I'm coming.
Like I said, it's a mindset. You know, it really is. You have to train your mind to do what needs to be done to make your comic. You know, and and I, I put down. You know, you might already be making excuses, saying, "Well, you don't know my life. I got this and got that," and I don't. I don't know your life. You know, but if you go ahead and make excuses, you're already dead. Um, and you know, like I said, I don't know your situation, but you do, and God does. And believe me, you know, God can help you. You know, start think of ways to incorporate things in your life and balance things in your life, and follow this dream. You feel like you have. But you know, it's also the saying: there's always a way if you really want something. If you really want something, you'll figure a way to do it. If you really want it. Now, I'm not trying to be hard on people because I know there's different situations. You know, a lot of different situations I can't talk about or relate to. And definitely, when you're single, it's a little bit easier to do certain things. But like I said, before, like when I got married, I had to be realistic. I had kids. I had to do less art. I do less art. But it also meant, like I said, that I was going to be more consistent, doing the less to build the large. And I think that's to me, that's a really big quote. You do the less to build. You be consistent with the less to build the large. That's just as basic and profound at the same time. And I know whoever listening definitely know what that means. And so I think I skipped this one part, like working alone. Why do I work alone? I didn't plan on working alone. I don't even like really working alone by myself with the art. It just kind of happened that way because originally my series Allegories of the Way was going to be in color. I actually that's the interesting thing with Volume 4. I actually did get an artist, really good artist, Pablo Labanio, which I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. He helped me with Volume 4 because I knew I was running out of options to finish a series on a timely basis. So actually, I did get somebody to help me. But anyway, to go back, Allegories Away, the style that I was doing, this linear style, was meant to be colored. And I had a colorist, and she fell through, and I had to learn how to grayscale with my iMac. I couldn't color and do that with my comic. I had to do something. But I know I wanted to finish the series at a certain time in my life, and so I contacted Paulo Labanio to actually do like half of the art tour to Volume 4, and that's always a gamble. We all know you get help. You try to get help or so forth. And if they don't fall through, then stuck holding the bag, but he, did a great job of showing some of his work right here in my comic. And yeah, he did a great job, and helped me to finish it in the amount of time that I wanted to finish it. And that's part of this. Like I said, mastering time. I feel like, because you just start thinking, what can I do to do the most I can with that time given. Instead of thinking, well, I have to manage this. Like, no, you master it. Because I know that might be hard for some people to understand that concept, because most people just think, oh, you just manage time. But I think that's kind of a weak way of seeing time, and saying that it masters you. And I just don't, like I said, as a Christian, I feel like God does give us authority over all things through Christ, and so why not time? And you just have to know how to master it. And I mean, you can agree or disagree with me, but I rather, I guess, I rather have the glass half full and half empty. I rather come from the position of power than try to come from the position of weakness. And that's my mentality. I mean, have I ever been perfect in mastering time? No. I'm human, of course. But I've learned ways to, like I said, get the job done. And I'm just flipping through. This is more Apollo work. Just flipping through volume 4. And if you look on this, look in the corner, you can see, a lot of pages. 47, 48. And like I said, this, I think volume 4 took about, actually took less time, because Apollo, doing his part, maybe it only took maybe like a year or less to get it done, because I had to do my part, and then I had to definitely put the letters in and everything. And so anyway, I'm just showcasing and somewhat showing off how much work was done during that period of time, which is a lot of work. And so I'm mainly also just trying to encourage people to say that it can be done. You can do the epic. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, you can't do epic. You can do an epic. It might take you a long time to do it. Like I said, for me to finish mine, it took over 10 years, but it got done. Over 600 pages, it got done. And so it's very, you can do it. And so that's, so I'm just flipping through this volume 4. Like I said, it took me less time because Paulo helped out. Now with volume 5, my last volume, that way I changed the art style to a little bit more intricate pen and ink work. And I don't know why, but the pages are, it's still loading. So I have to wait a little bit for that. I can bring up the PDF in Photoshop. So what I'd like to do, while this is still loading, maybe what I can do is, yeah, it's still loading. So maybe what I will do, actually go to one of the sites. I have it on Excel. Might be easier. This is the my main website. It's not that pretty. I have to actually go back and redesign, but you know what? This whole thing with mastering time too. You can see during the last 10 plus years what I've really been able to accomplish, simply by believing that I gotta get the job done and just making a quota. You can see that. Let's see, graphic novels. Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4. I haven't put Volume 5 stuff up yet, but you can see 5 volumes done. I guess I'll open that new window. But then you also see the United. This is the webcomic like I said, let me see. Let's see, new pages posted. Let me see. So that's 66. Actually, it's like a 25. I think this last about like 25 pages. And what I did, all I did was just, you know, slowly do the pages. Slowly did. I think for this I did like try to do like 3 pages a week. I drew 3 pages and then I inked 3 pages, and you know, kept on going. Kept doing it, and as time goes by, you know, you have a large body of work. And that's how you master time. You know, you do the less to build the large, and that, you know, and so after, you know, 10 years, I mean, like I said, I have over 600 pages for allegories, but if I add in the United, that's you know, I'm already with like 80 something pages, so that's gonna be over 700. And then Faithland was the one that I told you I put on hold. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I had to put it on hold. You see the latest pages, so 17. And you know, you can go to WordPress.com, look at my stuff. And just like flipping through to see how far it got. So 30. This story, which I have to finish. So that's about 40 something pages there. So, and then I did a little chosen story. It's kind of cool, and that was about close to 20 pages. And then I did this with Justin Martin of Lightweight's R Squared Comics. Hydroland. We did a little sketchbook. And what I can share about this is that we put this, it's really cool. I mean, we got a lot of good response to this. We're actually probably gonna go back to it one day. I did the sketches, mainly Justin drew it. I mean, not drew it, Justin wrote it. His main idea, and I did the sketches, but a lot of these sketches I did actually when actually my wife was in the hospital. Well, my wife and baby was in the hospital. This situation, which wasn't really a big situation, but the doctors got kind of paranoid. Even though everything was okay, but we just kind of took some bad advice. So anyway, while she was resting in the hospital with a baby, you know, was a newborn, was resting. I was really stressed. And had a lot of nervous energy. And so, you know what helped me get rid of a lot of this nervous energy? Drawing. And then since we was doing this, me and Justin, I just drew, and I just got a lot of work done while I was, you know, sitting down in the hospital, you know, waiting for my wife and my child to get out. You know, I can't even say that to get better, because there wasn't nothing really was wrong with them, but mainly just to get out. And so I was able to get a lot of stuff done, and I was able to relieve a lot of stress. You know, I was able to, yeah, you know, it was very, very hard. So in a way, so I don't know even sure how many pages that was. Let me see, 47 pages. So really, you know, you're looking at these last 10 years. Shoot, maybe close to 800 pages, maybe. You know, cause that's not even including all the sketches and so forth. And then shoot, when and I guess I should try to end this soon. I'm just trying to just show like it can be done. You can do the epic. You know, you can do what needs. You know, you can do whatever your heart's desire is, as long as you're willing to be disciplined, persevere, have endurance, and willing to get the job done. And you can do it, because as you practice this mindset and actually doing it, definitely it's a mindset, but it has to from the mental, and needs to go into the physical. You're actually doing something and making time and getting the work done. It becomes easier. It actually does. It becomes part of your life. definitely becomes much easier, because I'll tell you another thing, which during these last 10 years, and I don't know if I have everything, I started doing a lot of stuff in color. I started, just illustrating, and don't know if I have that. I gotta reboot my computer. I have a lot of things like that. I have things I've colored, because for the last volume of allegories, I had a number of people do some of my characters, and I just did the coloring in Photoshop. Here's one, slowly coming, Mike Abron. I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong, but I colored it and drew it, and I mean, I was able to, I don't know how many pages of artwork, different kind of artwork I've done during these 10 years, besides doing the comic book. And really, what it really was just doing a little bit by a little bit. It took me 3 years to get done with Allegories of the Way 5, my last volume. 3 years. I think it took me a year to draw it, another year to ink it, and then I guess less than. I mean, then it took me maybe it took me like 6-7 months actually to do the dialogue and write it and everything. But it was almost 3 years. Either way, it took some time to get. It was like, I don't know how many pages, like 120 something pages. So it was bit by bit, piece by piece. Like building a building. One brick at a time. So anyway, hopefully I encourage you. That's mainly what I'm trying to do. With chapter 2, get the job done. Hopefully I gave some suggestions, some advice that you can take, and hopefully, and I believe that if you aren't already doing it, that your mind is going to start churning and thinking about, okay, so how can I do this? What can I do in my life? How can I master time in a way for me to get the work done? And like I said, if you have suggestions, or you might want to do your own video series, or whatever, to give people advice and help others out who's trying, or just like I said, just needs encouragement. Hey, you're not alone. And trying to do a comic book while you have a family and working a full-time job.